Hello, YouTube, and welcome back to Utility Sports. We have a fun one today. We are going to be talking about Josh Hader. And before we get into the video, please like and subscribe to our channel. We'd really appreciate it. We'd love all the support. We'd love dialogue in the comments. So please do so. We'd love to hear from you. Love to see you leave a like. So let's kind of jump right into the video. Josh Hader, he's 26 years old. We got to be honest with ourselves. This is one of the best relievers that we've seen in this generation. What does he have to offer? He has a 98-mile-per-hour fastball, an 82-mile-per-hour slider, and 86-mile-per-hour changeup. And the changeup is a little more rare, but that nasty slider and 98-mile-per-hour fastball, extremely deadly repertoire. He's one of the best strikeout relievers of this generation. He's available. What I mean by that, they're going to have to trade for him. Whatever team pursues him will have to do a trade. So I just want to talk a little bit about the suitors today and, kind of what that could look like. One of the big suitors for me is the Chicago White Sox. Obviously, the White Sox have a lot of big pieces that they've been building. We saw the drastic improvement this year. They made the playoffs. They got a new manager, Antonio La Russa. It's really crucial for the White Sox to capitalize on this window that they're hitting here. Obviously, they have the AL MVP, Jose Abreu. I'm really excited for the White Sox. You got to add to the bullpen a little bit. They have Aaron Bummer in the bullpen. He has had really nice back-to-back years, even though I think he only played 9 games so far this year. But I really like the fit for the White Sox. You got to find that ninth inning guy. You got to have that shutdown, especially when you're in these big games, especially in October. So Chicago is the number one suitor. The second suitor, we have a team that's been buying. We have the San Diego Padres. They have been looking at building pieces. They have some really nice talent in the minor league system. For the Padres, extremely crucial, once again, to get a top-end reliever. You have the pieces to do it. You're a couple pieces away from winning that World Series, but Josh Hader's a guy that can really propel you into that conversation. A team that knows all about World Series now, we have the Los Angeles Dodgers, who ended up winning it this year. You can always improve your roster. The Dodgers, the salary is not going to be an issue when they have to pay him. I think it makes a lot of sense. They're another team that has some minor league prospects that are ready to go, that could really intrigue the Brewers. I think for Los Angeles, it's about getting that for sure ninth inning guy. We saw Kenley Jansen's struggles. We don't know what's really going on with him. So getting Josh Hader makes a ton of sense for the Los Angeles Dodgers. And then that's now down to 2 teams. We have the New York Yankees. So the New York Yankees would be kind of making a move for insurance in the future. We know Aroldis Chapman, I believe he has 2 years left on his deal. You got to kind of prepare yourself for his departure possibly. He's going to be, I think, 35 when his contract's done. You got to be prepared for that. But just imagine Zach Britton, Josh Hader, and Chapman all at the back end of that bullpen. Oh, that's going to be a tough out for a lot of teams as soon as you get past their starting pitching, and then you have to go against those 3 guys, and especially if you're trailing, that's a long road for the New York Yankees. But finally, for my final team here, the Minnesota Twins, the big thing for them is that they have a very nice reliever in Taylor Rogers. He's had a phenomenal last couple of years. You have Trevor May in the bullpen, Sergio Romo. I really like the acquisition of Romo being that setup guy. But if you're able to add Josh Hader and kind of push Taylor Rogers to that setup role, I think it makes a lot of sense for the Minnesota Twins to do so. Once again, you're in your window. Nelson Cruz is on his last legs, obviously. I think he's going to sign a 2-year contract. He's been doing phenomenally. I'm not sure when he's going to want to call it quits, but you have Josh Donaldson, who's older. You have Nelson Cruz, who's older. You got a couple of other pieces that you got to kind of push your chips in a little bit if you're the Twins. Really improve that bullpen. I think for all these teams, they can use them. Every team in the league could use Josh Hader. Now, it's all about price. What can you give up, and what do you have in the minor leagues currently? So for a lot of these teams, you have to deem what is worth giving up for Josh Hader. In my opinion, you can give up 2 top 100 prospects and feel pretty good about yourselves because you're getting this guy hopefully long-term because he's only got, I think 2 years until arbitration, or 2 years of arbitration left, and then he hits unrestricted free agency after that third season, or going into that third season. So for Josh Hader, it's going to be cash in on payday. But if you're a team that's contending now and you're not sure if you can re-sign him, it's worth just bringing him in for the 2 years that you know that you're going to have him. Josh Hader is a big-time player. He's got a really, really nasty pitch repertoire. He's a guy that you can stretch through the 8th inning into the 9th and, get a 6-out save. That's the thing I love about him. He's the ultimate competitor. He's the ultimate strikeout machine. So, just kind of looking at Josh Hader holistically, I think he's a guy that's very, very well worth giving up, multiple assets to go get. Taking a look at his stats over the last 3 years, he's had a 2.43 ERA, 2.62 ERA, and a 3.79. So he had a little bit of a down year. You want to try to buy in on that now. So if you're any other team, he's a multi-time All-Star in only 4 seasons. He's got 2 All-Star appearances. Obviously, there wasn't an All-Star game this year, but teams really need to be looking into him. He's a young, ascending superstar reliever. People, please be aware of this man. You got to go out and get him if you're one of these suitors. Pretty much any team, like I said, can be a suitor for him. It's all going to depend on price and what they're willing to give up. So if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Can't wait to see you in the next video.